everyone and welcome back to a new video. Also, welcome back to my once again bare and close-up face. I was looking at myself in the mirror this morning and the first thing that came to my mind was, wow, I really need to shave my face. So in today's video I'm gonna give you a little insight on how I do dermaplaning. Now if you don't know what dermaplaning is, it is essentially removing all the peach fuzz and baby hairs on your skin of your face. You might think that removing your facial hair is done only by men, but a lot of women apply this technique of removing peach fuzz on their face, and for multiple reasons as well. I personally do this because I find that my makeup sits better on top of it when I don't have all the peach fuzz. And I just find that it gives me a brighter and more smooth complexion. So before I take you through the steps of dermaplaning, I'm first going to tell you what things you're going to need in order to do this. So the first thing you're going to need is of course something to shave with. Most people who do dermaplaning on their face use a razor like this. So this is a simple eyebrow razor, or they call it a face razor as well. I suggest that you do not use the razor that you also use for your legs and your armpits and stuff. First of all, I find personally that a razor like that is way too big to, go in all the creases of your face. And secondly, in most of those razor blades are also like a little strip of razor soap, and that is just something that you are not really gonna love on your skin if you have sensitive skin like me. So I suggest you get a little face razor like these. They are so cheap and you can get them literally anywhere. The second and probably most important thing that you're gonna need is something to make everything go smoothly. So what I like to use is the ordinary 100% plant-derived squalane oil. This is just a very simple facial oil that, I don't really use it for skincare, but this is something that I love to use for dermaplaning. But you can use literally anything that works for you. One thing that I also really love to use is a aloe vera gel. Gels are also amazing to work with when you're dermaplaning, but I do find that an oil works best. I wouldn't particularly suggest a shaving cream, just because a foam or a cream most of the time make sure that you're not really seeing the hairs underneath anymore. But if we're really going to do dermaplaning and if you're going to remove all the peach fuzz and the tiniest hairs on your face, you wanna see where they are. So yeah, an oil like this works best for me, but just, you do you. The only thing that I cannot allow you to do is not use any product to shave your face. Trust me, you're gonna get cuts, you're gonna get burns, your skin is gonna be red, irritated, and you're gonna do a lot more damage than good. And one thing that I also love to keep on hand is some tissue paper so I can wipe off the hairs and the oil after shaving each part of my face. And those are all the basic things that you're gonna need to do some dermaplaning. So let's get started. I'm gonna bring you a little bit closer up so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I am first just gonna clip back my hair because I don't want any of my head hairs to be caught in the shaving. So the first thing that you need to keep in mind is that you want your razor to be either brand new or completely clean. I would always recommend to use a brand new razor every time you're gonna do some dermaplaning, but if you don't really have a new one or you don't have the time to get new ones and you have one that you've only used one time, then that is okay as well, if you make sure that you clean it properly after you've used it the first time. So really disinfect it with some alcohol, make sure that it is completely dry before you put it away. Otherwise it's just gonna get rusty, and if you get only a tiny bit of that rustiness into a cut on your face, you're gonna get an infection. Today I'm using a completely new one. So make sure that your face is a clean canvas, that you've cleansed your skin and you do not have any products or makeup on there. Okay, so I'm gonna take some of my ordinary oil and I'm gonna apply this to the first section that I'm gonna want to shave, which is, I always like to start with my jawline and my cheeks, but do whatever feels right for you. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit to a small section. Then I'm gonna take my little razor and in downwards facing little short strokes, I'm gonna shave this section of my face. I'm gonna keep the razor at a little angle, but not too much because I don't want to cut myself. I'm gonna start right here in front of my ear. I am gonna look out for my sideburns because I don't want them to be shaven off. Then I'm gonna take my tissue paper and just wipe it off on there. And I'm just gonna keep doing this until I have finished this section. The most important thing to remember is to be super gentle, because the skin on your face is just one of the most sensitive parts of skin that you have. And also remember to always work with your hairs. What I mean to say with this is that you should never shave against the growth of your hairs. You should always look for the way that your hairs grow. So at my jawline and my cheeks, they always grow downwards, and that is also the motion that I want to make when shaving. Let's take a little more oil. If you have sensitive skin like me, during this entire process your skin is gonna get a lot redder and a lot redder. Don't worry, you're touching your face with something sharp, it is gonna get red. But if you find that you have something like an allergic reaction, of course stop immediately, because that's not what we want. Okay, so for my jawline, I've just oiled it up nicely. So feel which way your hair is growing. I've done this a lot of times, so I know that my hair grows towards my chin. So that is also the way that I'm gonna shave. So the hairs on my chin grow downwards and on my upper lip as well. So I'm gonna oil both a little bit. And I'm gonna start with my chin. So as you can see right here on my chin, I have a little active spot. And of course, with shaving, I'm gonna avoid shaving over that spot. Let's move on to my upper lip. Okay, so a lot of people also shave their forehead and their nose and everything. I find that I don't really have a lot of baby hairs on those places. So the thing that I do like to do is shave a little bit around my eyebrows just to get rid of the peach fuzz right there. But the rest of my face I just leave alone, because I find that I just don't really have that much hair there. Be careful not to shave off your eyebrows. And we're done. I don't know if this is really clear for the camera, but there is quite a lot of hair that we took from my face. So when I finish shaving, I always make sure that I wipe the excess hairs and oils off of my razor before I clean it thoroughly, of course. And I also like to do that to my face as well. So I have a little clean tissue paper right here. And with that, I'm just gonna wipe off some of the excess oils and also maybe some of the hairs that are left on my face. So if your skin is not really sensitive, then the oil or the cream or the gel that you use to dermaplan is probably also going to be enough to keep you moisturized. But because dermaplaning does damage your skin barrier a little bit, and it does exfoliate your skin and remove your dead skin cells in quite a physical, harsh way, I find personally that my sensitive skin does get quite red and irritated. So I do like to go in with a moisturizer or a cream or something to calm my skin down after I have removed the oils. Of course, you should use anything that works for you, but I like to use the e.l.f. Happy Hydration Cream because it's a nice thick and moisturizing cream and it keeps my skin just very calm and smooth. So let's take a little bit of this and give my face a little bit of that hydration back. So that was everything that you needed to know on dermaplaning. I like to repeat this process probably every month, every 2 months. You know, I can be a little lazy with it, but overall I like to repeat this every once in a while when I feel like it's necessary. I really hope that this video helped you in any way possible. If it did, then please leave a like down below. And while you're at it, subscribe to my channel so you can see a lot more of videos like this. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I would love to see you in the next video. Bye!